How's it going, everyone? Ben here with Wild Sprout Nursery and the Permaculture Nursery podcast. Today, I wanted to talk about Vern's brown turkey fig. Now, Vern's brown turkey fig, when you do the research, I live here in the Pacific Northwest, which is a very, very broad area. It'll say, I've read before, it's like one of the most reliable producers for the Pacific Northwest. And, I was really bucking that description up until this year. This is about 3 years in the ground. This was a pretty decently established tree. I spent a decent amount of money on getting a large tree. I usually don't do that, but I did with this tree. Maybe it just had to catch up, but for the past 3 years, it really didn't. It produced a lot of figs, but they seem to be so late. I think that with Vern's brown turkey fig, it really has to be one of the warmer places in the Pacific Northwest for it to be an ultra reliable fruiter to actually ripen off the figs. Now, this year, for some reason, I don't know about you guys, but this has been, and everyone says it's been an exceptional fruit year. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't seem like it's been particularly hotter than usual, or anything. Maybe it's because we didn't have a late frost burning off flowers for plants, but I don't know. For some reason, moisture, things have been doing really well, and the brown turkey fig is actually doing great this season, where it loves this spot that it's in right here. It's got full direct sunlight from the south facing sun, but for some reason it just has not ripened off figs. But this year we're in early August, and it's ripening off figs almost every day. Check out this fig right here. This is the biggest dang fig I've ever seen. It's like almost a whole fist, almost like a softball size. I don't think that's going to be the average size of these, but this is the biggest fig I've ever seen, in my experience at least. And I like the figs that have these like really telltale signs that they're ripe. Vern's brown turkey, it has these brown. It'll start developing these brown stripes on them whenever they're ripe, and so it's a really good indicator that it's ripe. Whereas some of the other varieties are perhaps a little bit more. You have to kind of feel them more interpretive as to when they're ripe. And so I guess the main point I wanted to get across is my opinion all up until this year was that Vern's brown turkey fig was perhaps not the most reliable choice for an hour northeast of Seattle area, where it's much cooler climate than Seattle. And so I feel like the brown turkey fig would be a very reliable producer in like Southern Oregon or in Seattle or some of the more warmer climates. We're right at the foothills of the mountains. It's much cooler here. It's a lot more moderated temperature, and so I'm still not convinced that this is going to be a reliable producer every year. But I think that on the years that are going to be good, it's going to be real good for the Vern's brown turkey fig. The ones that I have noticed are reliable every year for if you're in the Pacific Northwest, a little bit cooler spot of the Pacific Northwest. Olympic fig and Desert King are going to be the two varieties that you should be looking into. As you can see, this tree is loving this spot. I'm hopeful that it produces every year from now on. It always produces the figs. Let me just make sure I say that. It doesn't always ripen them off due to the seasonal variations. And so for some reason this season it's ripening them off, and I feel like we're going to get a really good crop. But that has not been the case for the past 3 years. And so I don't know, 3 years of pattern of it not doing. 1 year is doing good, really well, ripening them off. We'll see next year, but I'm happy with it for this year, and it's taking up a lot of real estate right here. But I'll let it take up all the real estate at once if I can get a gigantic fig crop every couple of years. Even I think it's worth it, and it looks real nice too. I think the gnome likes sitting under it.